Hello, 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 and welcome back to another one. Make sure the mic is working. The mic is working. Hello, Kick. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. We are back again. Hope you're all having a good one, and I'm sure you guys are curious. Let's turn down the music a tad. What will my thoughts be about the cycle being delayed, confirmed until Q1? Which Q1 is a broad term, right? It's not like, oh, January or anything like that. It could be January, February, March. I think April is technically Q2. I mean, they say Q1 2025. What does Q1 start? Typically in December, right? What is a fiscal quarter? 3-month period. January, February, March, Q1. Okay. Anywhere in those 3 months. Anywhere in those 3 months could be a new cycle. They're just going to have to own this, man. Like, I get it. They're scared because this cycle, which was not very well advertised, and the naming scheme is not great, got butchered by Path of Exile, basically. My opinion is hopefully they can add enough content until they don't have to care. Like, we're last Epoch. We don't have to see if Path of Exile is releasing anything. We're last Epoch. It's going to be difficult now because Path of Exile is going to have 2 games, and they're not going to try and cannibalize each other. So, and Diablo 4 is looking a little bit better. So we shall see. I'm sure we'll get more discussions throughout the day. I didn't even make a video about the last one. We just talked about it so much on stream, I didn't see the point. Figured anybody who knows about me already asked me in chat. But I did take their poll. I ultimately was like, don't reset the cycle. I already play Circle of Fortune. I mean, hell, I might even go try out Merchant's Guild if they don't. Might as well, something new. But that way I don't have to go deal with my stash. Now, if they can't bring some of those new quality of life features that they were talking about, well, no, that wouldn't make sense, because I assume Legacy would be getting the same thing. Who knows? But I said don't reset it. It's already divisive enough. I don't think you're going to get back a whole bunch of people out of nowhere. Just bring the news. Whatever you got, just bring it with this event. And there you go. But let's think about what we can do with this character. Now that I may or may not be, participating in a cycle reset. I could try and make bleed like this bleed hammers. Like, okay, so let's be real, chat. A majority of my builds are made in 2 weeks or less. Generally, it involve using pieces that I already have on hand. Some of them are perfectly rolled, some of them are mid. And then I play it for, 1 to 2 weeks, and then there's a build guide. Because to me personally, that's what I think is more useful, as opposed to here's something that I spent a month, 2 months perfectly crafting to make it just absolutely min-maxed to the extreme. I don't really think that's very realistic. What takes me a week to 2 weeks using whatever I already have in stash plus whatever I find, if I'm more realistic, I think, okay, give somebody who doesn't have as much time, okay, give them like a month and a half, and then they can have a build similar to what I did. But I could, now, if we're not doing a reset, I could just focus in on this build and just hyper craft it, min-max it. Exciting news today, huh? Yeah. Hey, what up, iFlip? Yeah. I'm like, whatever. I voted in the poll. I said don't do the reset. I already got enough people in my community who got just absolutely deflated, but it might be too late now. People, like, they made that announcement and then they waited, what's it been, like a week and a half? Somewhere around there, week and a half. They've probably already made plans to go do something else. Like, I had so many people say, oh, I'm just gonna wait. I think it's too late and gonna come now since they announced the delay. Yeah, it probably is. I voted in the poll no, but I've already made my statement. I don't really care. That no vote was not necessarily what I think. It was more the feeling I was getting from my chat. But you're right. It's probably too late now. You already had so many people just go, well, I'm done. So if a reset does not happen, we are discussing content ideas we can do on here. Obviously, I can go explore other builds on other classes, doing my sort of format of playing a build a week to 2 weeks, using whatever I got in my stash, whatever I find, and then boom, there you go. There's the build. Or we could spend a while just trying to min-max something like this and then post like update videos. Well, just imagine no reset till February. I think this is infinitely worse, but oh well. The main problem is, like, my main takeaway from that post when I read it, my eyes zeroed in on what Judd said. Looking at the ARPG landscape, I'm like, shit. They're still looking to see what the other people are doing. I get it. This cycle that we're playing in got kind of cannibalized by the PoE League that came out like the week the week after. But eventually, at some point, you just got to be able to go, we're last Epoch, here's our cycle update. Yeah. I mean, I get it. They got kind of shellacked. What was kind of inspiring, it looks like Judd's really trying to make this next content update like really like feature rich, which I think the game needs. Like, add a lot to the game to where you can then start to do these like 3 to 4 month cycles that add some content. I mean, I think what people want is consistency. So even if they just do 2 cycles a year, because that's essentially what's happening. Game launched in February, right? They said next cycle's coming in Q1. That could be anywhere from January to March. So within the launch of the game, they've had 2 cycles within a year, roughly. If you want to call, cycle 1.0 a thing. Right, exactly. Yeah. So if they can really... So I'm fine either way. I think people just want consistency here. So they could do something that's very unique in the ARPG landscape. Is they can do 2 cycles a year, but then in the middle of each cycle, they do a refresh that introduces some content and a lot of quality of life and bug fixes. And they can do that until they have enough content in the game to where a cycle could be 3 to 4 months, which would mean 3 to 4 cycles a year. And it doesn't have to be as so jam-packed each time. It's just the problem is this cycle's going off is trying to continue off the fact that it was a normal cycle update. So it didn't bring what we got in 1.0. It brought a normal cycle amount of content that was supposed to last 3 to 4 months. Now we're trying to make it last like what? 8 months? So that means that this next update, ideally, this next update might be make or break. Well, the game needs 3 to 4 month cycles to fill it with content in the first place. 6 month cycles is what PoE 1 is doing for PoE 2 because it's filled with content already. Yeah, I got you. Honestly, though, I do think they should have done this poll first instead of just announcing, oh, well, we're going to be doing a reset. They should have been more transparent right off the rip with this. Like, this update that we got should have been what we heard the first time. Not, oh, we're resetting the game in a couple weeks. It's a mid-cycle refresh. Thanks, bye. I was like, wait, what? Like, so wait, what does that mean? I thought you said cycles were, and then there was just, it felt like radio silence. They're asking Mike, and Mike's like, I don't know. That whole dev stream was like, wait, so when's the next cycle coming out? I have no comment. I'm like, what is this? I do think that was a bit of an oof on EHG's part. Instead of, they should have made this announcement first with the poll. Do you think we should do this? Knowing that, and I think it would have been better received instead of, we're just resetting the game. Have fun, everybody. Like, wait, what about the next cycle? You said 3 to 4 months. No comment. Wait, what? Excuse me? Poor Mike, man. I mean, obviously, we all theorize, okay, this probably means 2025, January 2025, when that announcement was made. But it could have literally been anything. Like, I know Aaron Action RPG was saying, oh, this might mean end of October, which I was like, no way. There's no way they're going to do end of October. Like, come play the game, get a refresh, and then... oh, guess what? In a month, you're doing it all over again with new content now. But that's the thing. There was no basis, no context. So people were running rampant with what it could mean. Now we actually know, but a month and a half, not a month, a week and a half removed. I love this game, man, but you thought we were going to get a December drop? And honestly, you would have been valid as well, I flip, but that's the thing. Everybody was like, what does this mean? Mid-cycle refresh? What happened to 3 to 4 months? You already missed the first one. Now it's like two and a half months in, and then you're just resetting it. And you already said 3 to 4 months. What does this mean? And then you're like, it could mean December. It could mean January. It could mean end of October. It could be possibly the end of November, chat. Nobody knew. So I'm glad they said something, but I feel like this should have been the statement that was first made, not, we're resetting everything, bye. I thought I was dead there. I thought I had died. So iFlip, are you going to be playing Diablo 4 at all? Or Titan Quest 2 or Path of... Well, you might be playing Path of Exile. I think we're all going to be playing Path of Exile 2 at some point. I already know my headline when I play Path of Exile 2. Last Epoch streamer plays Path of Exile 2. You might play Diablo 4, but you're not going to buy the expansion. Okay. I already pre-ordered it, so now that I know for sure that I'm not going to get a surprise, oh, we got a cycle coming in October type thing, I might as well stream the expansion. So if you're curious, man, I'm not taking any time off for it, but I don't think so. Nah, it's too late for that. I'll check and see my business calendar. Maybe I could take a day or two off just to blitz through the expansion. Do you think you'll check out Path of Exile 2, or is just Path of Exile in general not your jam? I'm a big PoE fan. I have 4,500 hours on the first one, but yeah, I can't. Okay. That'd be very odd if you didn't play Path of Exile 2. I'm interested to see how beginner friendly it is. I'll probably check out Titan Quest 2 as well. I like the armor aesthetics. Yeah, it's hard to tell from what they've chosen to show us. Yeah, that's true. Well, the one big thing that I saw is no color gem sockets. So I'm willing to give that a shot, because that was my main complaint when I played Path of Exile. Now, I've been told a lot of times I could have just used some currency, but I went into Path of Exile completely blind, right? And I got to a point where I needed to upgrade my armor. I was just taking too much damage, but I couldn't maintain my build because the armor didn't have the same colored slots to put in everything. And I've been told, oh, well, you could have used this and updated it. And I'm like, it felt really awkward with the game when, like, the build I was playing, I could no longer build because I didn't have an armor piece with the right whatever. Also, I was playing it kind of casually in my spare time, so I was just like, yeah, I'll just drop it for now. But the game looked great, regular Path of Exile, and it felt great. Yeah, that's true. I've had people say, yeah, you know what, you kind of set yourself up for failure. I understand that. I mean, I already knew I could have gotten past that part. I could have just gone with something else until I found the right chest piece, or until I learned about that currency changing the armor up a little bit. But I was already playing it pretty casually at that point. Hey, what do you think of Grim Dawn and the new expansion that's going to be coming out soon? Are you a Grim Dawn fan? I mean, considering how many hours you got in Path of Exile, I'm sure the moment Path of Exile 2 comes out, that's all. Like, if anything coming out after that is probably... Nah. It's Path of Exile 2 at this point. All right. I own it, but I've only played like 3 hours. I can't stand the UI, but I've heard it change. But yeah, mostly Path of Exile 2. I do have the OSRS leagues I have to do for like a month, but that's about it. Gotcha. You know what? Let's do it. Let's push this corruption. Let's see if we can get this build close to 600 corruption. Like around 600 corruption. Without it feeling terrible, right? I'll be back for whenever cycle 3 is for the race. Yeah, that makes sense. How's the roll on this? A bit better. Significantly better, so we gotta try and put health on here. I should try and get a 2 LP Salted Wounds. Like, if I'm gonna be sticking with this build for a while, I should try and optimize it a bit more. Get a 2 LP Salted Wounds, see if we can't get a nicely rolled Blood of the Exile with a T7 movement speed. That'll be a good start. Try and get a 2 LP Valdir's Chalice, get like some health on there and chance to apply frailty. Got to get a better Sentinel's Regalia. Let's clean this, and we need a better Dragon Bone Axe. Could also do with a better Spider Silk Belt. Cleanse, health, but I'd prefer percent health and hybrid health. And then physical damage. Yeah, let's just really dig into this. I like this helmet. What else could I change here? I think if there's a way, I should try and put at least 1 point into blinding light. 1 point, just so all my hammers have a chance to inflict blind instead of waiting for smite. Catch you later, iFlip. Have a good one, man. So flat health is very good. Flat armor is very good. If we could also get blind chance, that could be good. All right, let's go do some prophecies. Okay, let's see what kind of prophecies I have on this character. Get rid of that. Lightless Arbor. Okay, I will maintain that one. I will maintain. Oh, so Lightless Arbor sounds like we got to get our butts out there. Looks like Lightless Arbor and Gaspar. Okay, well, let's go to Lightless Arbor first. Actually, let's see if we can grab any prophecies for those areas. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's a pickup. Any dungeon. There we go. Okay, that's probably enough. Let's grab Exalted Armor. Shade of Orbis. We just defeated Shade. Oh, we can go to a different timeline. Sure. Reign of Dragons, that's a good timeline. That's a good farming timeline. Any dungeon tier 4, okay. Any dungeon tier 4. Well, we're about to go do dungeons, so. Temporal Sanctum. Sure, Reign of Dragons. Let's grab a few unique boots. Prophecy. Ooh, okay. Let's grab that one. Body armor or unique armor? Oh, I'll take it, but we already know. Unique armor, temporal. I don't really need any unique belts. I need... Ooh, okay. Cool. Okay. Well, let's make our way over to the Lightless Arbor. All right, let's do the. Oh, I guess I got to do it at tier 3. There we go. Melee void damage, no. Razorfall 1 LP, sure. I'll take that one. Take a 1 LP Valdiers. I'll take a no LP Valdiers. Could be interesting. Hey, what up, Air Dragon? How's it going, man? Okay. These all have chance to bleed. Okay, shred armor on hit is okay. Chance to bleed, chance to poison. Finishing up, getting through the first area on Space Marine. Loving this game. Only played the intro. Well, okay. Chance to bleed, melee attack speed, melee void damage. So I can add something here. Nice. Probably chance to chill. See if I can seal anything else. That's gonna be a great one to look. Dude, I'm glad you're having such a great time with it. Computer Easy, how you doing, man? Welcome back. So, Air Dragon, I assume you heard the news today. We're not getting another cycle until Q1 2025. I'll mess with those later. Okay. What does that mean? I'm dumb. You're not dumb. I can understand. I can understand the confusion. Okay, so computer easy. Let me break this down for you. So you remember hearing about that mid-cycle refresh? Well, they've now expanded on what that means. A decision that I feel like they should have come out with this statement first. But here we go. So they're not going to have a new cycle until Q1 2025. Q1 is a fiscal quarter. A fiscal quarter is January, February, or March. You're 19, that's fine. So by them saying Q1, it could be January, February, or March. Any of those 3 months, they don't know. And so why they... And the reason why is they looked at the ARPG landscape and knew that, I mean, let's be honest, Cycle 1.1 got shellacked by the fact that the very next week after it came out, Path of Exile launched with their new league. Oh, you meant the reset on the 19th. Yeah. So they expanded on why they're doing that reset. Yes. So first quarter next year is a new patch. And they're trying to make it a beefy one. They're trying to make it a beefy one for sure. Judd Cobbler, he's one of the founders of EHG, and he is the game director. He said that they're going to be pulling content that they've been working on for Cycle 1.3 and try and bring it into Cycle 1.2. They're trying to make 1.2 a huge patch, and they got it planned for Q1. And so then they had a poll saying, should we go through with the reset? So I voted on it. I've already stated it doesn't really affect me either way, but I did vote no. Just let it be. But nonetheless, I could see why people might want to reset now that we know for sure. Like I said, I feel like this sort of statement should have been made when they announced the cycle reset, instead of just cycle reset and then let everybody's minds run rampant. Like, wait, when does the next cycle come out? Oh, no comment. Yeah. There was a bunch of that. So now we know, not until 2025. Could be months. I also think what people want to see is just consistency. They said a cycle is going to be 3 to 4 months. We have yet to see that. If 1.2 launches in February, it will have been a year. We will have gotten essentially 2 cycles out of the year instead of the 3 or 4 we were supposed to. 3 to 4 month cycles. That's anywhere from 3 to 4 cycles a year. So I don't even think people mind that. Like, they could pioneer a new way of doing cycles, just 2 cycles a year, and then you do a refresh right in the middle of one. Every 3 months, you do a refresh, introduce some new content, not enough to be its own cycle, but then each new cycle is huge. You can do that for a while, until the game is really fleshed out, and then you can start easing into the 3 to 4 month cycles. It's the fact that the communication's been all over the place. So that was the news today. Blood of the Exile. I'll take it. Are they fixing the auction house? Yeah, that's going to be the planned stuff that they said that was going to be coming with the reset is still coming out on like the 19th. They said they're going to have more information on Friday, presumably during the dev stream that they always do on Fridays.
Do that.
Building is so effing hard in this game to understand. What do you mean? Like crafting or development? Like game dev? Is Imperial Sanctum the dungeon where you slam items? Yes. Development from a player spec, you're trying to spin in one shot. Okay. I got you. So I guess the next question is, what class are you playing? What are you trying to one-shot with? Are you trying to spin like because like when you first told me that, I'm thinking like whapow, you know, you're running this way and whapow. Are you talking about like spin to win, like Warpath, and you're trying to kill stuff faster with that and you don't know where to start? Because even that brings its own list of questions. Like, are you trying to go void damage, physical damage, fire damage? You know, that wham bam you were saying just sounds better than spinning. No problem. Hey, what up, Billboard? I'm good. Trying to farm Red Ring for my Glacier Sorcerer build. I got you, man. The struggle. I slam 150 runes of Ascendance right now. Oh, you're in the middle of it, or you just did? I just did. I got 3-4 LP rings, but no red ring. Oh, man. Yeah, red ring's very hard to come by from Runes of Ascendance, but it is possible. It has happened. I look for Merchant's Guild, but it's so expensive for me, so I switch back to Circle of Fortune now. I think I'll try my luck with Prophecies. What are you doing? Prophecies at the moment. And this prophecy, these few prophecies I'm doing, require me to be in this dungeon at tier 4. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. So we're running a bleed build, and I'm just looking for some better upgrades. This could be a better upgrade potentially. Probably not. We'll see if we can make anything happen with these Blood of the Exiles. Just some generically okay belts. Yeah, this is bleed hammered in. I have this build too, but not good like yours. I was thinking to stay at purple armor because Sentinel has the best purple gears in all of them. Sentinel has very good purple gear. I'm using Decayed Skull to help against dots. Honestly, my only source of critical strike mitigation right now is blind. Wouldn't mind a better champion regalia. Wouldn't mind a better belt. Yeah. What about weapon? So you got two options, I would say. You got two options. I would say Dragon Bone is probably your best in slot because it has a high chance to bleed as an implicit. It's an exalted, so you can craft on it. But if, and I haven't tried this, so I can't say with any certainty that it would be good. But I was thinking about fiddling around with a Monument of Protection. What a long stash. Yeah, I know, right? I was thinking about fiddling around with this. Now, I know this looks like a shield. It's technically an axe. And the reason why I'm thinking about fiddling around with it, I'd be losing a lot of bleed, yes. But what I would be making up for would be block chance and block effectiveness, and I would have 100% block chance since I'm using Flayer's Pride. But I do agree, Dragon Bone is your best in slot. This could provide that little extra bump of tankiness and survival. Because, like, if you slam this with a T7 bleed... Right. That's what I was thinking. I haven't tried it, though, because this also has a problem. If you look at that attack rate, 0.92 as opposed to 1.05. That's quite a bit slower than this. So your hammers won't be going as fast. And you'll lose the bleed, the bleed implicit. It's slow, so I haven't tried it, but I was thinking this could bring enough survival, because the one problem I've had with bleed hammers is it's not as tanky, so to speak, since you're using Flayer's Pride. Oh, I'll probably try it out. If I can get like a 3 LP. Because I have a Dragon Bone with T7 Bleed. I could always just try and get it just right. Make sure there's a little extra forging potential. And then Rune of Creation. Right, yeah. I mean, I just found all of these Dragon Bones. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them all have T6 or T7 bleed chance. So like this one, if I could craft on it and make it good, Rune of Creation, make a copy of it, I have 2, right? I can give one up and still maintain a somewhat decent one. It's nearly max on the bleed chance, right? Yeah, so... And the implicit isn't too bad either, 88%. So we shall see. What I'm going to definitely want on this is Critical Strike Multiplier. If I can swing it, physical damage. I'm going to try and seal that melee attack speed and then add either Chill Chance, probably Chill Chance would be good. I don't think Armor Shred's going to be very much needed here. So Chill Chance, put like 1 on there. Seal the melee attack speed, add Critical Strike Multiplier, and then hope for a good chaos on the melee void damage and turn it into physical damage % or damage over time. Do you have a chance? Yeah, right there. So I hope to find a 2 LP Valdir's Chalice and put chance to apply Frailty and Critical Strike Multiplier on it. You got a chalice from your friend? Excellent. You have throwing attack speed on your reins? Yes, sir. One of these days I'll understand what you're talking about. Goals. Yeah. I opted for block chance and block effectiveness to make me more tanky over trying to get exalted throwing attack speed. Why turquoise ring? It's not necessarily the ring itself, it's the affixes I got on there. I got mana regen, throwing attack speed, health, block chance. Yeah, if I could have these stats on like something like an ivory ring or hell, even another silver ring, I'd be fine with that. Oh, that's a good point. You have 2 ivories? Yeah, ivory's a great ring for sentinels with that necrotic resistance. Okay. What if I made a copy of this? I'd be losing 4% movement speed. I'd be losing the 12% endurance, but right now I'm at 78%. So I could make a copy of this ring. Is there anything I want to do with this? There's nothing on the implicit. The mana region's in a good spot. The throwing attack speed's in a good spot. The health is okay. The block effectiveness is almost there. I don't want to mess with that. Block chance is already maxed. Just going to do that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to mess with it, and then I lose so much forging potential, and then I can't even make a copy of it. Now, I would like to find those stats on a better ring. For sure, on a different base. Turquoise is just, obviously, it's all minion stuff. What am I going to do with it? All right, I'm going to grab a drink. Be right back, chat. Are you playing in Cycle or Legacy? I'm playing in Cycle right now. And if they do go through with the reset, obviously they put out a poll today saying, should we still do that? If they do plan on going through with it, I will play in the reset. I'm not phased either way. I'll just play it. If they reset. Did you see the news today, Billboard? They put out a poll saying, should we do it? And here's our reasoning. The new cycle won't come until Q1 2025. So that's January, February, or March of 2025. They should have led with that when they made the original announcement, because a lot of people were split on the decision. So now they're asking the community, should we do a reset, knowing that you will not get another cycle until the year 2025? It could be March. But if you don't get anything, why we start over? The reasoning is they feel a lot of people left because of the gold dupe, and that screwed the market over. The fact of the matter is they should have done something like this much sooner, but they didn't. So now you got a whole bunch of Circle of Fortune people who have spent all this time farming and are now in a good spot. And they're doing a reset. And like you said, Circle of Fortune, we got the option. You know, if we go over to Legacy, not much changes. Right? Assuming they get everything right, not much changes. We just play in Legacy. But that does bring up a point. You said you were playing with a buddy earlier. Would that buddy be playing in the cycle reset or in Legacy as well? If they're still playing. What if you're like, no, I've spent all this time leveling up Circle of Fortune. I'm just getting to the point where now where I'm getting a lot of good loot from the prophecies, and your buddy's like, well, I want a fresh economy. I want to go Merchants Guild. See you later, man. I'm going cycle reset. Now you're like, well, I can't play with that dude anymore. I actually just, like, I could play in Legacy. I honestly just don't want to deal with merging my stash tabs together because I already went through that with Cycle 1.0. He's going to wait for new content. He's going to be waiting a while. This decision seems largely spurred by the fact that you got Diablo 4 coming out with a new expansion, and you have Path of Exile 2 launching. I mean, I get it. They got shellacked by Path of Exile launching a cycle, launching a new league a week after they launched. A week after they launched Cycle 1.1. They're a little timid. They don't want to get crushed. The fact of the matter is the game's going to be dead. I'm going to say it right now. This game will be dead. I will not be surprised if we have under 1,000 concurrent players. But hopefully a bunch of them will come back for new content. Throne of Liberty is coming. He's going to play that, and I will be lonely because of LE devs. There you go. This game will be dead. Yeah, like honestly, and the same thing happened every time to Diablo 3. They had a season. Bunch of people come back, play for 2 weeks to a month, and then it's dead again. But Diablo 3 got to a good point where it had a good cadence. They were able to keep up with the 3 to 4 month seasons. The first couple, we're not going to count those. They're just feeling it out. You played Diablo 4 for 2 seasons, it's not for you. Understandable. What about Path of Exile? Are you a PoE fan? Are you going to check out Path of Exile 2? Play that too for 5 seasons, but when I'm alone, I can't play Path of Exile because it doesn't say. Oh, I got you. It doesn't say play me. It doesn't speak to me.
This hate, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This changes anything.
When I first started to get into this game and saw the roadmap, I got excited, but when they developed this game further, my excitement is fading. Yeah. They're like, yeah, the roadmap's got to be adjusted. They're not going to be able to keep up with it. Because that roadmap was supposed to be for the first year of content. They're already late. Sorry for bad English. Half is me, half is Google. No problem. Type that in for you. No problem. I'm like, dude. Wait, what? Yeah, and it's the naming scheme too. It's the naming scheme too, because like I finally realized where I saw the cycle naming. Like people are like, why are you calling it cycle 1.1? It's technically cycle 2. It's cycle 2. It's cycle 2. No, like, bro, I'm going off official EHG naming schemes. It's in the roadmap. Aaron Axe RPG was looking at it. They literally were calling the cycles Cycle 1.1, Cycle 1.2, Cycle 1.3, Cycle 1.4, etc. This is all second early release. What? But when they release a roadmap, they can't try to go around it. They can't say, we're going to do this next update, but we're going to release it. Is this the Temporal Sanctum? No, this is a monolith. I think 1.0 was a bit early. I realized they likely had to do it to continue to exist, but at the same time, it feels like they are not learning but regressing. Yeah. The thing is, too, they got a lot of eyeballs put onto them because Diablo 4 was fumbling the ball. Like, let's be real. How many of us are here because Diablo 4 sucked for a while? I know I am. I got to see how great of a game this is. Like, they got kind of thrust into the limelight really fast because everybody's like, man, D4 sucks. Man, Path of Exile is too confusing. Oh, what's this? Last Epoch? What is that? Let's play. Oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, it's in early access. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, we got momentum here. We got eyeballs. We're getting momentum. What are we going to do with this? Release the game. Now, you're here because Rax played it and you didn't even know it existed? Huh. Yeah, you know what? That makes sense, Air Dragon. And how did Rax come to play Last Epoch? Because D4 was just, pardon my French, D4 at that time was a shit show. Shit show. Even Rax, one of the most ardent Diablo supporters, was like, I gotta try other games, man. I can't do this anymore. Yeah. But even in his video, he's like, yo, like, I wanted to just be pure Diablo 4, but I can't do it right now. And he's like, one of the best ARPGs out there, they're saying. Might have been a vote. It might have been a vote. It quite honestly might have been a vote. Yeah, because I'm thinking, I started playing the game in September. I think Rax started streaming the game in October, like a month after I started playing. And he was checking out the game. And then, yeah, I think Air Dragon, you found your way into one of my streams pretty, like late October, early November, man. You've been here a while. From Cap. Yeah, I remember. Do I have other builds? Yeah, they're all on my YouTube. Holy smokes.
Stand down or die.
Oh, Master E build, yes. It was a lot of fun. We spent a good solid week with it. No, I don't have a Necromancer build on YouTube. I play a lot of Sentinel billboard. If they don't go through with the cycle refresh, then I might, like, so I played Warlock here. I didn't release a build guide for it, but I should. I used somebody else's build guide. But, I mean, this Bleed Hammers was somebody else's build guide that I've just been fiddling around with. You're a Wraithlord guy? Yeah, I think I got a Wraithlord's Harbor. Hold up. I could probably check it out. I got one. I got two. I got three Wraithlord's Harbors. So I could check it out. F this one-shot stuff? What are you talking about? Like you getting one-shotted or you one-shotting something else? You're getting shit on. I'm sorry to hear that. What kind of build are you running? What are your defensive layers looking like? I just looked at the guy and you were dead. Not fun. Okay, let's see. Okay. This could be a contender. Yeah, those kill really fast. The reason why billboard is they shred your void resistance as well. So if you have a cleanse, like on your belt, you can cleanse it, but try, yeah, those will kill you very fast. Okay, so are all of these 1 LP? Jeez. Well, I do have a few 1 LPs. Damn, nearly identical. Okay. So let's run a quick. Yeah, fighting chance is risky. Computer easy. It was very risky.
Dares intrude upon my research. No matter. They cannot reach me.
Yeah, you see that? You just take increased damage. I have a 4 LP fighting chance gloves, but I don't have a build for it. Yeah, fighting chance is just so risky because you take increased damage while wearing them. Like, it's kind of a oxymoronic name for a pair of gloves. Fighting chance. We're going to give you a fighting chance by giving you more damage taken. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. I really appreciate it.
How is this possible?
Still no red runes, by the way. 6 pro. Oh, man. Yeah, they're pretty rare.
Carry the Epoch then? Fool like you has no use for it. Epoch, I will have it.
Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free.
There you go. Oh, that was the circle you were talking about. Yeah, press D. Trying this boss with Rom Warp. Oops. Okay. Let's change. Cooldown's fine. Not gonna risk it. Don't say that. I'm more stupid than you because I waste 4 keys in Temporal Sanctum before I join stream. All right, chat. You know the name. Here's the game. We want movement speed. Game, give me movement speed. There you go, chat. That's how you do it. T7 movement speed. Cha-ching. Whew. And we got 11 strength on this one. Nice. Healthy upgrade. All right. Oh, Billboard, did I thank you for the follow? Billboard, thank you so much for the follow. I don't know if I did. No problemo, that's right.
Stand down or die.
You think that oranges are for shatter and purples are exalted in your filter? Yep. Yeah. That's the way I got my filter set up. Oranges are, you shatter them because they got a class affix or an affix I'm looking for on there. Right? So right now, if I see an orange, it's at least T4 of the following affixes. All class affixes. And so I got extra shards on hand in case I'm like re-rolling gear and it's got a class affix. That way I can just re-roll it easily because I'm not like, oh no, I don't have enough shards. Let's see if we can get ourselves another upgrade. Okay. All right, chat. That's a smart move. You're gonna do that right now. Hey, Bike. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well, Nacho. Welcome back, man. Hopefully you're having a good one. Okay. All right, chat. So my only source of critical strike avoidance right now is coming from blind. Sentinel does have sources of blind in the build. Smite has a chance to blind, and I put 1 point in blinding light to have all my hammers have a 5% chance. So I'm thinking for this craft, we don't put blind on the axe. We put something like chill. Well, what other options we have? Slow, chill can get the same effect. Shred armor. Shred armor could be a thing, but I don't think armor, since we're doing damage over time, primarily this... Do I have frailty? Yeah, and even... But since it's a hammer build, I don't think I'd want to take frailty. Because it's frailty on melee hit. But I have frailty right here. So we could go physical penetration. This is an option. The thing is, we have so much physical penetration from the skill trees, from what stuff like Salt the Wound, Flayer's Pride. I think we're pretty good on physical pen, but we could double dip into that. I think chill would give us another source of survivability because we're chilling the enemies. Because, like, let's look at the in-game guide. Let's look at chill as an ailment. Each stack of chill reduces the attack speed, cast speed, and movement speed of the target. Stacks up to 3 times. So it applies to slow. It reduces their attack speed and their cast speed. So they won't be able to hit me as fast. They won't be able to move as fast. And they won't be able to cast spells as fast. 50% less effective against bosses, but that's going to be the same thing even if we took something like slow. Slow reduces their movement speed by 20%. Stacks up to 3 times, multiplicative with other modifiers. 50% less effective. But chill also slows their attack speed. That's the big thing. I think we go with chill. 1 point in chill. Okay. Yes. I have 1,141 glyphs of despair. Circle of Fortune OP. Movement means almost nothing when all the deadly... True. That is very true, Nacho. But there are some enemies that have melee, so slowing them down does help, but I do think slowing the attack speed is more important, yes. So here's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to seal this melee attack speed, and then I'm going to chaos this melee void, and hopefully it turns into something I'm looking for. Then after that, I'm going to add critical strike multiplier. So don't eat all my forging potential. Done. Now, I want to chaos this. Please, pray to God, do not eat 24 forging potential. Go. It ate a lot. Melee physical damage, that does nothing for my build. Okay. There we go. I only did get the 20% chance to chill on hit. That is fine. Because look at my current axe. 80% chance to bleed. 39% critical strike multiplier. Look at this axe. 42% chance. 42% critical strike multiplier. 112 chance to bleed. They both have in the 80s implicit. I'm going to take it. I just had to run with it. Nacho. That is an upgrade. Obviously, we can do better. We want physical damage, but critical strike multiplier is more important. Nonetheless, I'm going to save that because that has 2 of the 4 stats we want. This one now has 3 of the 4 stats we want. So we're going to have to pick up critical strike multiplier in another area. I don't want to mess with Nihilus. This Nihilus is pretty good. I like this Nihilus. If we get a better one and it's 2 LP, I'll consider it. I think T6 health is good. If we can get one with T7 health with these stats or better, I'll take it. I would like to get a 2 LP Valdir's Chalice with critical strike multiplier and chance to apply for LT. And I really like these rings. I Rune of Creationed it, but the implicit sucks. Turquoise ring sucks. But all the stats are exactly what I need. Minus throwing attack mana cost, throwing attack speed, mana regen, health, T7 block chance. 3 LP Salt of Wounds, that would be good. Right now I got a 1 LP with a T6 health. I could probably be farming this cycle all the way until the, new cycle in Q1 2025. Salt's pretty common. I've found a number of Salt the Wounds. I've never found anything with more than 1 LP. One out of 1K. Oh, for 3 LP? That's not too bad. Let's break that down. Gloves, amulet. Sure. That's without Circle of Fortune, yeah. With Circle of Fortune, it's too easy. All right, let's see how this build feels against our good friend Aberoth. Let's take 2. I haven't fought Aberoth in a while. I'm probably going to die pretty quick. And then I'll be like, oh, yeah. We shall see.
So you finally returned to me.
There you go. Dude, Anchor is just so good. It's not going to be under a minute, Billboard. I don't think it's that great. What's not that great? What? Anchor? I like Anchor a lot, man. Dude. Anchor just solves so many issues. The Ultimate, thank you for the follow on kick. That 4 second. It sucks, but if you got cleanse on your belt, you can deal with it. But, bro, automatically caps your endurance. 12 strength. Huge amount of void damage. Bruh. Well, depends on how many strength. I think you can get up to like what, 14 strength?
Such wasted potential. Oral Beast will have welcomed you. You fight for nothing. Weak and worthless. The void comes. See the beauty we were denied. Terror turned her back on us. Darkness reigns.
I guess I'll just...
The gods tore our world apart. They deserve their fate. Weak and worthless. We treated the world no better. Death is our legacy. Die.
Come over here, Abby. Come on, Abra.
Weak and worthless. The world called to Olympus. This is his answer. The void hungers. You fight for nothing.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I was like, oh, this sucks. No place to stand. No place to stand. He decided to cast the little thing right on top of his little void puddle, which already half the circle. And then, oh man, that's why all the top builds for killing Aberoth try and skip the final phase. Which builds can skip the last phase, though? Avalanche Shaman, Frostclaw Sorcerer. There's a number of them. Yeah, this build does not have a kill threshold. Yeah, when I killed him with Swordcatcher Rive, I had a built-in... I think I had like a 10% kill threshold, so I largely skipped the final phase. If I can ever if I can ever get past that first part with the circle, I got him with bleed hammers. Yeah, there it is.
See the beauty we were denied. Terror turned her back on us. Oblivion.
Come over here, Aberoth.
The void hungers. Weak and worthless. The gods tore our world apart. They deserve their fates. Weak and worthless. We treated the world no better. Death is our legacy. The void comes. The world called to Orbis. This is his answer. The void comes. Hope will not save you. You fight for nothing. The void hungers. Hope will not save you.
And there it is. Yeah, Frozen Sentinel. Frostclaw, Frozen Sentinel all day. Friend of the channel. The Curse, he's also a good one. Though I feel like the Curse borrowed a lot from Frozen Sentinel. Possibly. I don't want to be speaking malfeasance into the air. Well, they're both friends of the channel, so I don't want to be all like, oh yeah, just go watch Frozen Sentinel. Curse just ripped off. I don't know for sure. I know Curse theorized the build right before. If that body armor is 2 LP, I'm going to be rich? Yeah, but I'm Circle of Fortune. Okay, build works pretty well against Aberoth. Its main weakness is if you can't skip the final phase, and if you just get like all the dots get piled into his little circle, you're done. You're using both. Max? Who's Max? Woody Joe. Okay. So what do you mean by that? He's like trying to find a weapon in game, or they're creating a special item for Woody Joe? Okay. Oh, oops. You found the item. Well, his first successful kill or his first attempt? Because he was almost world's first hardcore and then he died. Oh, you're talking about the last laugh. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You switch to it last second and try and secure the kill. Yeah. I tried doing that a couple times. I just found it more efficient just to kill it. Wait, he used it for his first successful kill? No, he forgot. Right. So, and that the setup to finish the fight is done before you can. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, if you're quick enough. Yeah. I mean, okay, so let's see. Okay, so here I have last laugh. I'm somebody who has rebound my inventory. I've never liked my inventory having to hit I have it on my mouse wheel. Click. So, fighting Aberoth, go. Like I'm quick and I think I'd be dead. Well, also I have a problem. I would have to have an actual, because Last Laugh works with a melee attack. I mean, I guess I could shield rush into him. yeah, I'd have to do that and then shield rush right into him. That'd be like an atomic bomb. Be like, quick. Ah! I feel like I have to attempt that like tomorrow or something. I gotta get a clip of that for the algorithm. And I gotta make sure I go, ah! Oh no, Billboard just got nuked. Billboard, why? You're good. Subscribers can post links. Thought process there is, well, if you're willing to spend money, you're probably not a troll. I get a number of spammers in here. Yeah, it's... Ain't they just special? Yes, sir. What up, Firewolf? How's it going today, man? How you doing? TBD with this farm. Oh, oops. Eric's bones. Oh boy. Found an Ajax mod that made them basically bulletproof, so now to farm the weapons to finish the build. Oh, that sounds fun.
Stand down or die.
This build probably melts Aberoth, though. Yeah, we already killed him tonight. The one, there was only one issue. Like, for the most part, it melts Aberoth just fine. It's just in the final phase. First time I fought him tonight, he had all his dots in his little bubble, so I had to just stand there and die, basically. Then the second fight, there was no dots, so ran out of there, ran back, and he was dead. Yeah. Billboard's gonna laugh about that. Bike got melted. Bike was a puddle on the ground. Yeah, there you go. Well, that's where the whole discussion about kill threshold got brought up. Billboard out here like, wait, what build was that? All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here for tonight. I will be back tomorrow for more Bleed Hammers. We will raid somebody if you're over here on Twitch. Raiding, I've seen this guy stream a lot. Cognitonium. I haven't actually been in one of his streams, so if you're over here, say hi to Cog for us, and hopefully I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Pleasure getting to meet a few of you guys. Billboard, pleasure. Nacho, always a pleasure. iFlip, thank you for being here, man. And yeah, hopefully you guys have a good one. Say hi to Cog for us. YouTube, thanks for rocking with me today, guys. I will be back again tomorrow, and I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for the likes, and anyway, you guys take care.